All right, YouTube family. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to virtually wholesale. So currently I'm in Hawaii right now. Lon and I went on a supposed to be an 8 days vacation trip, but after the first day, Lon canceled and then booked an extra 2 days to stay longer. She loves Hawaii. So let me show you kind of right now, man. I'm on my balcony. First off, I apologize for the audio. This is the best that I can do, and also too is I apologize for the internet connections. So if you feel like obviously things are not moving as quick, I apologize for the internet. I'm trying to do the best that I can, but I want to show you, not just city or in your states, you're able to wholesale from anywhere. I do not believe that Hawaii is a good market to wholesale in. One is because I do believe that it's too competitive. Fix and flip is okay, but fix and flip is just too risky. I believe that the price is just too high for it to work. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Okay, but that is my view right now. Isn't that amazing, dude? I don't know why. Who doesn't love Hawaii? But let me show you how to build a virtual wholesaling operation so that way you can work from anywhere, okay? This is great for those of you who are looking for an extra income. I want to let you guys know I will be doing a free webinar tomorrow, which is Wednesday. I'll do a free webinar where I will break down and I'll show you exactly how to close your first or your next 30 to 60 days. That's more of an in-depth training. So if you're interested in that and you want to sign up, it's going to be live. I'm going to be right here in Hawaii and show you how it's done. The link is going to be in the description. So for those of you who want to sign up, okay? But so yesterday, I just got on the phone with the seller. And here in Hawaii, we're going to lock this property under contract. So pretend you make about $50,000 on this deal. I want you guys to understand here, I'm not interested in building a big business. I focus on just building a small, profitable business that allow you to give you the time freedom to travel. My mission now that I'm 41, my mission is to help as many of you escape the J-O to B, the rat race, and become financially free. That is my goal now. Now, quick story before we get into this, okay? This is going to be a quick video, probably a 15, 20 minutes. I'll show you exactly how to get the distressed property list, okay? So, heard nice profit in Hawaii. Yeah, but the thing is, I think there's better opportunities to wholesale than Hawaii. I just think that Hawaii is just not a good market to wholesale, okay? In my personal opinion. So you can virtually do it. So let's just say and I'll show you how easy it is to get a list of distressed property and then start hitting them up, okay? What other questions? I also want to let you guys know that 20 some years ago, Lon and I but let's go ahead and get into it, okay? So I'm going to show you the software that I use to be able to virtually wholesale, to work remotely, okay? So let me share it with you, okay? So comment in your city, your state. I'll show you how easy it is to get a list of motivated seller that you can target today, that you can do today, okay? So let me share my screen. Once again, I apologize if the audio and the quality of the video is bad. If it's slow, I apologize. But this is the software that I use, okay? It's going to take some time for it to load up on here, okay? Have that time freedom to do what you want to do when you want to do it, okay? That's the key. I don't care about building a big, massive business. I don't want, big overhead. I don't want the stress. I want the freedom. That's what I want. And I think a lot of you here, if you're able to close one wholesale deal a month, make an extra $25,000 a month, I think it's life-changing moment. And that's what I'm going to show you here. Okay, so we got California in states. Give me a city in states. Okay, if we just gonna go okay, so here's exactly all I do. Okay, Los Angeles, California. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to this software. It's called kingdata.ai. Okay, Okay, it's called kingdata.ai. It's a software that I use to be able to allow me to virtually wholesale. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go to Los Angeles. All you're going to go is go to click on property leads. This is how easy it is. Click on property leads. Who is this? Okay, somebody's trying to call me. It's not important. Okay, we got to get this thing done. Okay, and all you need to do is we're going to put in here. Okay, we're going to put in here the city and the state. Okay, the city and the state that we want is Los Angeles. Man, it's so slow. It's just so slow. Okay, I want to be like Khang. You know, 20-something years ago, I was watching somebody on believe it was possible. I thought it was some kind of a gimmick until you actually live the life and you understand that it is possible. The thing is, you just need to know what to do. And a lot of you, that's what I'm trying to show you is as long as what to do, then you know how to make money from anywhere. So click on property leads, you sign up for the software, keep on popping up. Okay. And then all we're going to do here is we're going to punch in the city in the states, Los Angeles. Man, I apologize, man, but this is just killing me here. It's just so slow. The internet is just so slow. The internet is just killing me, man. It's killing me. Los Angeles, California. So slow. I don't know if I can do anything. I don't know if I can do anything. It is so slow, guys. I don't know if I can make this work. Let me see here. Go property leads. Oh my gosh, this thing here. Don't show me this again. And then Los Angeles. Okay, we got some. Okay, Los Angeles, California. East Los Angeles, just Los Angeles, California. Okay. Okay, and then you see here it said there's 364,000. It's just too much. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna go to filter. Like this is the exact step that we'll take. You get rid of apartment, get rid of others, get rid of townhouse, get rid of condos. Watch this. Now it's gonna give you a nice, good size list to target. Okay, so we're in Los Angeles, California, and we want to target like tax delinquents. You just need to click on tax delinquents. It shows you. So the property list, there's 19,000 people. Okay, that's in tax default. So we click on see results. Okay, you got 19,000 people in Los Angeles. That's in the tax default. Out of those list of 19,000 people, imagine, like you should be able to get 2 deals from that 19,000. Okay, so what we're doing is we're digging through the dirt. We're trying to find the diamonds. Okay, so it's going to be volume. It's going to be a numbers game. Now the key here is that even if you just get 1 deal from the 19,000, well, now what's cool about this list here is the tax delinquents. For those of you who don't know what tax delinquents mean, these are people that owes money, like owe property tax. Just like if they don't pay the mortgage, the city or the county will come after and foreclose on their property. So there's a lot of motivation in there for them to get rid of their property and sell it at a steep discount. These are people that we're wanting to target. These are people that need to sell, not want to sell. So they're motivated, okay? So, check this out. Okay, so there's 19,000 people. All you need to do is, let's just say that we click on this property. Boom. Now, what's cool is you see all this here, their phone number, the email address, everything is right here. Okay, you click on the property, everything is right here. So I basically pay for all your skip tracing. Okay, so when you click on the property, instead of upload, download, and try to get the phone number, boom, you click on the property and it shows you right there that phone number. It'll also show you if they're on the if they are on the do not call list. It'll also show you so you don't call, so you don't get in trouble. But watch this. As I go down, okay, So I go down here. Let's just pick another property. Boom. Click on here. Okay. Just see that. This right here is their mobile number. Do not call. If it's on the do not call list, don't call them. Okay. And it will show you all the information about the homeowner. So when you call them up, you have all the information right in front of you that you can go through. You can see how much they bought it for. You can see the year built. You can see the square footage, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms. Like you can literally see everything on here. And then let's just say if you want to run comps, you want to figure out how much the property's worth. All you do is hit on comparable. It's just, this is how easy it is. It makes it so when you're on the phone with the seller, you can make an offer to them very, very quickly. Right there, it will show. Here's all the comps, right? It'll show you sold. It'll show you all the active. It'll show you how far that property away from the property that that you're trying to get under contract. It'll give you all the information, all the details, just like that. That's how easy it is. Okay. So we pull a list of 19,000 people. Out of those 19,000 people, let's just say we're able to get one property under contract. One property under contract is $25,000. And all you need to do is one of those a month. That's it. You don't need 10. You don't need 30. You just need one. Okay, for now. One deal a month, and that's it. Okay. Now, I want to show you something else that's really cool with the software that allow us to actually, if you're not with what's called JV deal, which is called joint venture. How's the audio, guys? Is the audio pretty bad? I know we got a lot of wind. I'm up in the balcony. Okay, so here's another thing that you can do with this software that's really, really cool. You see here, there's two properties that's currently highlighted in blue. So these are wholesale deals, which means these are property that's currently under contract. Okay, another wholesaler that got under contract and they market it on here. So what you do is you hit on contact seller. When you hit on contact seller, it'll take you directly. Okay, it'll take you directly to that wholesaler, and it gives you all the information of that wholesaler. And guess what you can do? You can reach out to that wholesaler and say, hey, I love to JV this deal with you. So what I'm sharing with you here is while you're in the process of getting your own deal, you can also JV deal. So this wholesaler got a property in a contract. You bring them a buyer, and typically it's called joint venture, and it's a 50-50 split. If they were to make $20,000 on that deal, you get $10,000. This is another great way to start, getting some income, right? While you're trying to get your deal under contract. It's another great way to leverage other people's deal, right? Bring them a buyer and make a little profit. 50-50 split is better than zero, right? And you have access to all the deal that's currently under contract just by having this software. The software costs you about $149 a month. It's a month to month. You can cancel anytime you want. But that $149 a month allow you to have access like this. Now check this out. Let's just say that so when you negotiate a deal with the seller, trying to lock that property under contract for as long as possible. Typically, I try to lock it up under contract for 30 to 60 days because that way it gives you enough time to find the buyer. Now the next step is where do we find these buyers? Now check this out. Okay. So we go Los Angeles, California. We hit on filter again. We're going to get rid of the tax delinquents. And now we're going to be like, hey, I just want a cash buyer. Show me all the cash buyer. It'll show you right here. There's 36,000 cash buyer right now in Los Angeles that's ready to buy. Now, obviously, that's too big of a list. Okay. So what you need to do is once you get a property in a contract, all you need to do is type in that property address right here. Type it in right here. Okay. And then hit search. And bam, it'll show you all the buyers within that zip code, within that half a mile radius. And typically you want a list of between 100 to 200 cash buyer that you can call up and then pitch your deal. It'll be the same thing. All you need, once the cash buyer comes up, you just hit on the property and it'll show you their phone number, the email address, and you can be like, hey, John, I just saw that you just purchased this property here on 123 Main Street. Hey, guess what? I got another property that I got under contract that I would love for you to take a look at and see if you're interested in buying it in the contract right now. And don't tell them how much you got under contract for. Just tell them what they would buy it for. So if you got under contract for $200,000 and you want to make $20,000 on it, you'd be like, hey, John, you can buy for $220,000 $100,000, because when they know how much you got on a contract for, they're going to try to negotiate it with you. Okay. So just tell them how much they're going to buy the property for, and that is it. Okay. Your buyers, your seller leads, all the skip tracing is included. Okay. For those of you who sign up for the software, never have to pay for tracing again. So let's just say that you're driving and you found a property that's vacant. You take down the property address, you go home, and same thing. All you need to do is click on the property ad, put in the property address right here, click on search. It'll tell you their phone number. They'll tell you the seller contact info, their email. And I typically would do everything. I would call them, I would text them, I would email them, everything. Okay, since you already have the info, why not maximize it? Okay, and for those of you who's new, who's starting out, I don't want you to overthink. And what I mean is just focus on getting one deal. That's it. One deal a month is good for you just starting out. Okay. So also for those of you who want more of a training tomorrow, I'm doing a free webinar, live webinar tomorrow. The link will be in the descriptions. I think we already got like 100-some people sign up already. So seating is very limited. So first come, first serve. Okay. But I look forward to seeing you in class tomorrow. I'm going to show you a little bit more on actually how to get this done. Okay. Let's see if you guys have any question here. I got one deal and I can't find anyone who wants to sell. My problem isn't finding someone who wants to sell. It's their property. What? Savannah said, I got one deal and I can't find anyone who wants to sell. My problem isn't talking. It's fine. It's someone. Savannah, I have no clue. I have no clue what Savannah's talking about. So Savannah, what you want to do is, all you need to do is, Savannah, if you have access to the software, you take the property address that you just got under contract, you punch it right here into the software, right there, Savannah, bam. It'll pull up all the buyers that's ready to buy. Boom. It'll show you all the buyer that's currently buying in that area, so you can hit them up. Now, the nice thing about having the software is it's great for those of you who want to wholesale. You can literally don't have to worry about buying a buyer's, like before that. For you to go into a different market, you would have to like build your cash buyer list. You would need to know connections and all of that. Well, the great thing about the software is I can literally go in any city, any state without having a buyer's list, without knowing the market, without knowing anything. I can pick any city, any states I want. I punch it in here. One click of a button. You want to get at least a list of 10,000, at least a good 10,000 qualified, motivated seller leads that you can target. And then all it is like text and call. You just got to pound the phone, text the seller, email, everything that you can. And then out of that list of 10,000 people, bam, all you do is you focus on one yes. You're going to get a lot of no's, right? You're going to get a lot of no's. But don't worry about the no's. Don't worry about the hung up. Don't worry about people cussing you out, because it's normal. It's bound to happen. It's the nature of the business. It's part of the business. You just need to focus on one deal. That's it. One yes. 9,999 people can say no to you, but that one yes will make you a $25,000. That's just that one yes. You get that property in a contract, lock it up for 30 to 60 days, go back into the software, list the property. You can also list the property right on the software as well to market your deal. You pull buyer list, and you can literally sit from home, or you can literally sit from Hawaii and do this. Before, now, 12 years ago, when I got into real estate, I'm going to remove this really quick here. Okay. You guys got to understand, 12 years ago, when I got into real estate, there were nothing like this that I can do. Like, I have to drive for dollars. I have to like call realtors. I have to network my butt off. Like, I couldn't even, like, going into another market and wholesale was extremely hard, right? Because you got to like build your list, you got to build your connection, you got to get familiar, you got to be familiar with that market, and yada, yada, yada. And I pay over $1,000 a month for all these software. I have to pay for skip tracing. I have to pay for marketing. I have to pay for, the motivated seller leads. I have to pay for the software. Like, it cost me almost over $1,000 just for everything to do what this software does, where now it only costs you $149 a month because of technology. There's so many out there. right? But this is the one that we're using right now that I find it is the best. And people, and a lot of you ask me, so Khang, how accurate it is? As accurate as it can get. Okay. What other questions? What other question you guys got here? But anyways, I just want to jump on and share that with you. I just feel like it is necessary because a lot of you here want to virtually wholesale. Now, what are some good markets that I think that you can wholesale in? I think North Carolina is a good market. I think Kansas City is a good market. You know, my market, Washington State, is a good market. I think Ohio is also a good market. I typically like to stay away from the expensive market, like I think it's too expensive. Hawaii is not good. You know, California, there are some good market in California, but you want to stay away from like Orange County. You want to stay away from anything that are in like the 800,000 or the mid and butter. Anything between into like 500,000, 600,000. Those are good market to be in. So don't try to go for the $1 million, the five. Like, don't. It's just when you're new, it's just not good. Okay, because your pool of buyers will be a lot smaller, and you know the seller that owns $1 million home, they're much more sophisticated, so they're a little bit tougher to deal and negotiate with, in my personal opinion. So I typically stick with the 150,000, 200,000, 300,000, $400,000 home, and like I said, there are plenty of market where you can find those. And you can, with this software, you can literally go into any city, any market that you desire, that you want. You can be in California and wholesale in market. Arizona is also a good market. I know Arizona is very competitive, but it's still a very good market to wholesale in. I also want to touch base on right now. I don't think Airbnb is good to get in. I know a lot of you ask about Airbnb, Airbnb Avatage and all of that. I don't think Airbnb is doing really good right now, to be honest with you. I mean, we're here in Hawaii, and I speak with a lot of owners here in Hawaii. They said that business has dropped in Hawaii. A lot of people traveling, so Airbnb a good hit right now. Okay, and also too is I know a lot of you ask me, say Khang, I got $5,000 to $10,000. What's a good investment? If you only have $5,000 to $10,000, okay, or 20,000 or 30,000, okay, the only thing you should focus on is invest into your self-education. Figure out what business, what career you want to get in. Okay, and take that money and invest into that. It's not the time to put into crypto. It's not a time to put in stocks. It's truly, if you only have, right, $1,000, I'm willing to gamble. Okay, even and when you stand here, let's just say you got $5,000 and you'll be like, hey Khang, I heard about Bitcoin, and you put into Bitcoin. The best Bitcoin can do this during this bull run is double. So it's like 105,000. It gets to 205,000, which I don't think it will, but let's just say it's double. You just turn your 5K into 10K, but you're taking a major risk and you took a gamble because Bitcoin can go down to 70K, 60K, right? And you only double. But if you would have taken that 5,000 and invest it, let's just say you take $149 of that, invest into the software. You pull a list exactly what I just showed you. One deal under contract, you could have made 25,000. Now, once again, nothing is guaranteed. No risk, no reward. Life is a risk. Okay, there's no guarantee that we're gonna live tomorrow. Okay, so nothing in life is guaranteed. Okay, life itself is a risk. But imagine not taking the risk, the price that you have to pay, which is working for someone till you're 65. You're giving your freedom away. You're not going to be able to live life on your own term. Okay, so a lot of you are afraid to take risks, but by not taking a risk, you already risk everything you got. And so remember, if you don't sacrifice for what you want will be the ultimate sacrifice. And that happens to be, my friend, is your freedom. Imagine working for someone until you're 65, on their clock, on their time, on their term. You can't go on a vacation and say, hey, I'm gonna stay an extra 2 days. I'm gonna stay an extra 5 days. I'm gonna stay an extra 2 days. You do that. Right? So my whole goal is to help you escape that, escape the J-O to B, and become financially free. Build a business, a virtual wholesaling business that allows you to travel, to live life on your own term, to call your own shots. Okay? But it takes sacrifice. Okay? Which means you got to give up something to get something else. You got to give up the old you to receive the new you. Okay? So for those of you who's ready to change your life, who's ready to make more money, right? And my goal is just to show you, just to make it. And wholesaling, you can do it part-time. It doesn't have to be part to full-time. It is something you can do on the weekend. Maybe you're happy working at the JOB. Maybe you're like, hey, Khang, I like working here. It gives me the security. I just want to build something that can make me some extra money on the side. You can do single person have a side hustle. You can't depend everything on your JOB income. You need to understand that, you know, our world is changing fast with AI. With AI that's coming out, I think a lot of industry is going to be disrupted. Which means if you're putting all your eggs in your JOB income, you know, and depend all your life on it, you're going to find yourself at a very, very bad spot. So yeah, maybe you want to continue working there, and then you want to do just selling on the weekend, or maybe a few hours a day, and bring in an extra, let's just say $10,000-$20,000 a month on top of whatever you're currently making. So you're able to live on your JOB income, whatever you make from wholesaling. Maybe that's the money that you can need to start to reinvest and build your wealth. One, you need to understand that you cannot just depend on one stream of income. So build an extra stream of income, and then use that money, $20,000 from selling, okay? And then buying rental property, or maybe you want to put into stocks, maybe you want to put into crypto, okay? So for those of you who's looking for a second stream of income, like I said, could be a side hustle, or maybe you want to go all into wholesaling. I'm doing a free webinar tomorrow. The link is in my description. I think we got over 100 people who sign up already. It's completely free, no string attached. I'll show you, 1, how to find distressed property from anywhere. 2, I'll show you how to talk and negotiate with these homeowners so you can get the property under contract at a steep discount. And then 3, obviously, I'll show you how to sell it. Okay, how to sell the contract, find your buyers. And it's probably going to be like a 1 hour, 1.5 hour webinar. Okay. Now this is only for those of you who's like, Khang, I'm ready to change my life. I'm ready to make more money. We got 6 months left. I need you guys to understand that. The first 6 months is gone. Now it's time to lock in and zone in and stay focused. Dude, this last 6 months is to make it or break it for you and for me. All right. Because we all have a goal that we're trying to hit. Okay. So if you're serious about it, I love to see you on the webinar. I love to show you how it works. And the goal is to help you close your first deal in the next 30 to 60 days. All right. So once again, the link is in my description. I appreciate each and every single one of you that's here with me. If you have any comment, if you have any questions, drop in the comment. Once again, I apologize for the quality of the video. I apologize for the audio of the video if it's an issue. But I just thought it was really cool to jump on and show you guys that you can virtually from anywhere, okay? And before I this, okay, it's not how hard you work, but it's what you do for work that will make you rich. There are people out there that's grinding 8 hours a day or 16 hours a day and make less than what you can make in one wholesale deal. One of my deal, I think he made like $40-something thousand, okay, from one wholesale deal. he only makes $30,000 from his JO to B, and he just closed one big gigantic deal and made $40,000. Okay, so once again, it's not how hard you skills. Okay, a lot of you, that's what you need to do is increase your skill set. So let me show you how it's done on that webinar. I appreciate each and every single one of you that's here. I hope you have a fabulous day, and aloha. Dude, look at that beautiful water. Look at how many people out there surfing. Okay, dude, I blend in so good because I'm darker. I got my beads on, I got this on, I got the bracelet, the turtle bracelet on. Dude, I'm like so Hawaiian. So when I go out, people ask me, hey, Khang, or they didn't say, hey, Khang. They like, do you know how to surf? Unfortunately, I don't know how to surf. Maybe I should learn how. But anyways, guys, I appreciate each and every single one of you. For those of you who's going to join me on the free webinar tomorrow, I'll see you. You already know what time it is, baby. Let's go get this. Mobi. Okay, I'm out. Aloha.